But we can, okay, everybody, we're going to wait for people to kind of trickle in here, Marguerite, as we, before we get into your recipes.
Uh-huh.
And this month in the May box, we were just talking about it off the air that some people are not big into licorice, but you and I are.
I like it. I mean, I grew up
Mhm.
on licorice sticks, black
Right,
and red, and yeah.
right,
So,
right.
I like it. Doesn't
Mentioned
bother.
like anisette and all that other good stuff too.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I love it.
so that was one of the items. That is one of the items in the May um, box, and
Yeah,
I'm glad you like them.
I
But
do.
for some people who don't like licorice, it might not be great, but they can
But
always give
it's
it
up
to
to
their
them.
pets.
Maybe if they tried this licorice from Italy, they would like it.
Right, right.
It's
They're getting
Italian
it
licorice.
right.
Can't be bad, right?
Hmm.
So,
So,
oh,
so what did you think about this month's box? Did you like it?
I love this. I was just gonna say
Okay,
it has everything in it that I use all the time.
okay.
So, of course, the tomato paste,
Hmm.
and then the arrabbiata, which is already prepared, so you don't have to really add anything to it.
Right.
So, arrabbiata means spicy, so it's a
Hmm.
spicy tomato sauce.
Hmm.
Um,
That's
with it,
ready to go. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
and I actually in my new book that's coming out in October, I
Hmm.
have a pasta arrabbiata that I'm making with like red
Good.
pepper flakes. So
Yeah.
this is a little. I wouldn't say it's like off the charts
Too
spicy. It
much.
just has
No,
a
no,
little
no.
heat. But combining the two, it made a beautiful sauce.
Hmm.
And
Well, this month I wanted things to be a little easier because in the past few months,
they've been a little, yeah,
well,
right,
not to say they were hard, but it was like polenta, risotto. There was some work.
right, exactly. So
And I
not
thought,
not
well,
everybody does
let's
polenta, but
let's take some work out and give them a nice pasta sauce, a
and
sweet, a couple other, and keep it really
this
simple.
pasta is when I look at this, I think of seafood, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like shell shaped.
Yeah.
So that's why I mixed it with shrimp. And
Hmm.
I was mentioning before that this whole package is not quite a pound.
Hmm.
This is half of this package. This is
Yeah.
the other half. And
Hmm.
that is definitely, it serves four people, no
Yeah.
problem.
Those are
And
big pasta kind of shells, if you were,
right. So, I mean, if you could serve eight people with, I put a 1 pound, I got a 1 pound package of raw shrimp.
hmm
I'll show you that later. But I put
hmm
that in this pasta. So I have a half a pound of shrimp in here, and I'm going to use the other half in this.
hmm
But you could put whatever you like. I mean,
hmm
you can make it um, sort of like a Christmas Eve dish with the tomato sauce, and then put mussels and clams and scallops and
Yeah.
calamari and shrimp and
Hmm.
just that would be fabulous with this sauce. So I'm loving the sauce. And
Hmm.
the other thing I love is the caponata.
Yeah.
For people who don't know what caponata is, it's an eggplant, sort of a relish.
Hmm.
But if you go to Sicily, and you should go to Sicily
Hmm.
sometime in your life, there are restaurants that as soon as you sit down, even before they take your order, they bring out bread and then like a little topping for it,
Yeah.
or they bring out crostini with cheeses and tomatoes on top.
Yeah.
Invariably, a restaurant in Sicily will bring out a bowl of caponata for you to eat
Right.
bread.
Right. Right.
And I'm like, oh, thank you, because you just want
Yeah.
something to nibble on, right? So this is eggplant with capers and tomatoes. It has a little red pepper flakes in it. It's perfect. I love the caponata. So
Yeah. And the caponata, just to be clear, can be different things in it. It's not one thing specifically, but it can have Like in the case of this month's jar, it has eggplant, capers, and etc. But
Right.
it doesn't have to have any one particular thing. Although
No,
in
it's
Sicily, they do love the eggplant. So,
yeah, and for those of you who really love eggplant, really need to go to Catania if you go to
mm,
Sicily,
hmm
because they make the pasta alla norma with the eggplant
right.
sauce, and that is amazing. So this
Yeah.
is kind of like pasta alla norma, only it's got a little bit more spice, and it's not
hmm And pasta
caponata.
alla norma, if I recall, is with ricotta and eggplant. Is that correct?
Yeah, so they use the ricotta topping
hmm
and um, and the cheese on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's classic. I love it.
hmm
Okay, so let's
Well,
get
should we start? It's one. Well, it's 7 after the hour according to my.
okay. Well, my water is boiling. I'm going to put the pasta in.
hmm
All right, so let me put in. Oh, I always put in salt. People say, "Oh, you don't need the salt." Oh, yeah, you do. You need the salt. Not too much. I put about a teaspoon in there. So that we'll let that cook for a while. In the meantime, whoops, on this side, we're going to start the sauce. And all right, another pot. This is a good sized pot for doing half the recipe. So I'm
Yeah.
going to heat up a little olive oil using your olive oil
Yeah.
carafe. So
hmm
maybe a tablespoon of olive oil. So, and then I've already chopped up, but I have like a half of an onion
hmm
that I chopped up, and we're going to put that in here. Put the onion in first, and then put the garlic in because the onion takes longer to cook.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay, so for those of you,
Hmm.
okay, rule number one, there are lots of rules, but rule number one for me, please don't buy garlic in a jar. Okay, it's awful.
Already peeled.
Already chopped, and
Right.
it's just awful. It's
Yeah.
so easy to whack it and then take the skin off
Yeah.
and then finally chop it. It's just so easy. If you have a garlic press, use that. But it's,
Mm-hmm.
and for people who buy garlic in a jar, I might want to slap their
It hurts
hands.
you. It hurts you in your
Ah,
heart. Yeah.
so there you go. And all right, so then just this board is moving here,
hmm
and then just finally chop
Have to
in the
chop
other
it too fine.
direction.
Yeah.
Then you finally, yeah, and I have another piece here.
hmm
To me, you don't ever have enough garlic. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
just
So we're doing the pasta recipe first.
okay. Then we're going to do another one.
hmm
And some people like to buy the ones that are already peeled, the peeled garlic cloves. They don't want
Right.
to get their hands stinky or whatever. That's
Right.
fine, but just don't buy the jarred stuff. That's
It's
looks like
minced.
it's
Yeah.
it looks like it's phony garlic.
hmm
Okay, so the onion is soft. Then you add your garlic. Don't add it at the same time.
It's not working.
So at this point, we've got the onions, the
hmm
garlic, the olive oil cooking.
hmm
Okay,
Yeah, it's not working.
and
That's now.
then we take the
Okay.
half the
Here.
jar,
You're still good? Oh,
and then we'll put that in there.
no sounds?
The
And now you're
arrabbiata,
adding some
and
sauce.
then half the tomato paste.
And that'll give it just a little bit
Yeah,
richer
it
taste,
just makes it just a tad thicker.
hmm
You know? Okay, you let that cook about 2 to 3 minutes, just so it kind of sort of bubbles. And then what we're going to add to that is the chicken broth. You can use chicken broth or vegetable broth. I'm going to speed this up a little bit so it's
Sure.
starting to bubble a little.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to thin it out,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And then fresh basil leaves. And you could use dried basil, but I buy mine in the grocery store right now, but I've already planted mine for the summer.
Nice.
And but it's nothing that like going outside and picking your own basil.
Did you plant tomatoes yet already too?
I did.
Yeah.
We had a freeze here. We've had the strangest winter, spring.
Mm-hmm. Marguerite's in Salt Lake City, for those who don't know.
So like, yeah, we hardly had any snow in the mountains. It was one of the worst winters up there. And then we had a freeze in April, like early April. I mean, real freeze, like 20 degrees freeze. So
Nice.
some of the trees had already started to bloom,
Mm-hmm.
and the trees froze, like my grapevines froze. They're finally coming back. But I just heard on the news the other day there's not going to be any plums, no peaches, no oranges this summer because all the trees froze in April
Yeah.
and they're not coming back.
They're not blooming again. Yeah.
I know. I'm so sad
Seeding
because
again. Yeah.
we have a lot of I mean Utah has a lot of uh, growth of product here. So we have a lot of farms
Sure.
and so I feel sorry for these ranchers and
Farmers.
these.
Yeah. Yeah.
One guy got on. He said, "I'm sorry, there's not going to be anything at the farmers market from us this year." So it's been a weird year. Okay, so basil fresh in there.
Yeah. So that's on low heat. We're simmering.
We're simmering it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to turn it up just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the shrimp, I bought a 1 pound bag
Mm-hmm.
of 21.25s. So when you see those numbers on a bag of shrimp, sometimes you see 13 to 19 or 25 to 35
Mm-hmm.
or even smaller like 35 to 40 or 40 to
Mm-hmm.
50. Those are the size that tells you how many shrimp there are per pound. Okay, so 21.25 means it's 25, about 24, 25 shrimp per pound. So it gives you an idea of how many people it's going to serve. If you want to give them 4 shrimp per person and you have 8 people, you really should buy another bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought the 21.25s. They
Mm-hmm.
come with the tails on,
Mm-hmm.
which I like it. I think it makes it pretty. And so I have about 12 in here, and I had put about 12 shrimp in here.
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point, it's just starting to cook a little bit. If we had, another 30 minutes, I would let this simmer for about 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to a boil,
Mm-hmm.
you want to put the shrimp in. And shrimp takes maybe 3 to 5 minutes to cook.
Yeah.
Defrost them first. And
Did you buy them frozen or fresh?
I did. I bought them frozen.
Yeah.
And they're peeled, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel like peeling them. So this is the sauce. We're kind of done with this, and
Mm-hmm.
gonna let that simmer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
toss
The pasta's already in.
pasta. Yeah, it's almost done. It takes about 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
you want to cook a little more. If you like your pasta a little softer, you can leave it in. Yeah.
it's still a little crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
We put a little pepper in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to review, Marguerite, so you're using the Arrabbiata jar sauce and the May box
I use
and
this
the
this.
tomato paste, and then you're adding, of course, shrimp and
And
garlic.
I'm adding shrimp, but you could add whatever. I mean, this
Right.
sauce with mussels alone would be great.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, some calamari. If you can get some squid
Mhm.
and then cut them up into small pieces.
Yeah.
That would be great in this. So, like
Mhm.
for Christmas Eve, the Feast of Seven, I
Mhm.
always make a sauce like this, and I put seven different fishes in it.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
And yeah, and it's
Hmm.
an absolutely beautiful bowl of mussels, clams, um, calamari,
Yeah.
scallops.
Mm.
I do it all. So
And
sometimes
this
I make
jar,
the
but
whole.
just to let people know, the jar that came in the May box, in and of itself, is already a good sauce. Maybe with like a spaghetti,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't
You
have
could
to
just
like
use this.
do a lot of
Yeah, I
work.
mean,
But
it's got a
mhm,
little spice in it. You don't have to add anything to it. I love
right,
Arrabbiata. I think
yeah.
it's
Hmm.
an
And I've never,
underused sauce.
I've never included tomato paste before because for various reasons. But I thought it might be kind of fun. So that's
Well,
the first time I've ever included that.
I I kind of like the tomato paste in there because it does thicken it and it does have more flavor. So
Hmm.
at this point, we're all about the flavor. So the next thing, this is going to just cook for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
So 30 minutes, you've got dinner on the table. Okay.
yeah. And the pasta is it close, you think?
It's getting close. Yeah, I
Getting
just took a
closer, yeah.
bite. Yeah.
And if
Um,
anybody has any questions, I forgot to mention
yeah,
to, they can
please
type them
let
in,
me
yeah,
know.
and
I'm
we'll
thinking,
comment.
people say, "Oh, I don't know how to cook. I don't." This is not cooking. This
Hmm.
is like assembling.
Preparation,
It's like
right.
it's
Well,
not.
that's why that was the original idea for my company, and it still kind of remains as its core, was that it was more of an assembly kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like I
So
wanted, and so I've sort of stuck with that, but of course you can take stuff and then
sure, you could
automate it.
make it your own,
Right,
and
of course.
but yeah, this is assembling, and then once you drain the pasta, you put it in here with the shrimp, and you got your dinner
Yeah.
under 30 minutes. And,
Mhm.
and I don't mean to be negative, but boy, man, going out and spending 28, $30 for a bowl of
Yeah,
pasta anymore. I just like, four people are eating it and it's $120. When you could spend $12 and
right.
make enough for everybody. So home
But for
cooked,
me, Marguerite, just to go down this, let's just go down this path a little bit. For me now, going out to eat is more of a social thing because like I had
yeah,
dinner with my friend Mikkel last night, and I think he's on, I think he's watching us. And we had a great dinner, and I did get a vegetable pasta, and it was okay. But
uh-huh.
I mean, if I had made it at home, it would have been 100 times better. But I don't really think about it like that because we're spending time together, and that's that.
Right.
And
I mean, you're making a social occasion, but
right. So we gotta, you
you
know,
would go with your family. You're like, oh, what do you want? Oh, we want pasta tonight. Well, and you've got three or four kids.
yeah.
Make it at home,
You
and
make
then
it at home, yeah.
it was
Nowadays,
just
that
so
would
easy.
be
Yeah,
150, $200.
it is. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is the caponata, and now you can toast these if you want. If not, I just
Mhm.
bought a loaf
A
of
little
French
baguette.
bread
Hmm.
and thinly sliced it, but
Hmm.
the caponata is finely chopped, so we don't really need to chop anymore.
Did you toast the bread already, or are you gonna do it all
No, I
together?
didn't toast it.
Okay.
It's been sitting out.
Okay.
So I kind of like it soft um, with this topping. And if you
Right.
make these ahead of time, the bread will soften with the sauce on top. So you can see.
Yeah. And we were talking before we got started, like really got started earlier, is that the caponata can be, it doesn't have a specific ingredient list. You can kind of make
Yeah,
it whatever you want.
it's an appetizer.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now, I'm not saying you can't do this, but you could also add this to this
Sure.
sauce.
Sure.
And when you go to Sicily and you go out to eat, there's a I would say 75% of the restaurants will already bring out an appetizer for you without even asking. And
Right.
it's usually caponata.
One of my favorite restaurants in Rome was a Sicilian place, Mello, short for Carmelo, and he used to. And last time I was there, they didn't do this. Anyways, we won't get into that. But in the old days when we would go, they would roll a big tray out and they had like two or three levels and it was like a push cart and it had all these kinds of caponatas and different kinds of
Yeah.
spreads and the thing was so heavy you could hear it coming like across the restaurant floor. It would go boom, 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 boom,
I
because it was just
love it.
loaded with all these kind of spreads and like grilled zucchini and all this jazz, right? And all
Right,
these
right.
kinds of things. And that was like the antipasto misto or something. And then you just selected which ones you wanted. So
Yeah, I love when they just bring that stuff out. You don't have to ask for it because they know
Mhm.
what's in it. They know that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So okay, so I also cut up
Mhm.
some of these heirloom like baby plum tomatoes.
Uh-huh.
Cut them in half, put the
Hmm.
flat side down,
Hmm. Hmm.
and um, then we're going to put some mozzarella on there. Now
Uh-huh.
I buy mozzarella already sliced
Okay.
because it
So it
makes
should
my
be
life
like
a little,
sandwich mozzarella, like a
yeah.
slice. Hmm.
But you can also use the little cilantini balls.
Mm. Cut them up.
Those would be pretty on here
Yeah.
too. So
Hmm.
just, okay, I'm going to put those on there. And then we're going to get some of our trusty basil.
Hmm.
So it's tomatoes, basil.
Hmm.
It's sort of your classic tomato basil salad,
So
only
you're
on a piece of
serving this
bread.
room temperature.
Yeah,
Yes?
I
Yeah.
started this at room temperature because
Right.
you don't want the you want the cheese kind of soft,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
just put a little bit of the fresh basil, or you can use mint. Mint and basil together are great.
Interesting. Yeah. Good.
And
Hmm.
then basically you're kind of done with these. I
Yeah.
mean, you couldn't have an easier appetizer,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
you could use whatever French bread or Italian bread you want. So I think,
And before I forget, in the chat section here, which would be at the bottom of, well, typically at the bottom of your Zoom bar or whatever. In the chat section, we dropped a couple of recipes that are
uh-huh,
even different from yours, from Laniel.
right.
And one of them is a tomato butter kind of spread. And so
Oh yeah, I saw
she
that.
took the
That looks
tomato
really good.
paste and kind of amped it up for kind of a nice spread in and of itself. And so that's in the chat section. You can download that. Um, it's kind of a red thing.
Let
Let
me
us know
see.
if you have questions about that. But
Okay, so the shrimp are cooked. Don't cook them more than 2 to 3 minutes.
hmm.
The pasta is done. Taste it. Don't go
Hmm.
by what any directions say. Always just give it a
Hmm.
try before you take it out. And some pasta takes 8 minutes. Some pasta takes 12.
Hmm.
Last night I had some friends over who've been my friends for like 40 years. And so
Hmm.
they've eaten a lot of meals at my house.
Yeah.
And I made a bolognese sauce
Uh-huh.
with pasta, and
Hmm.
I topped it with ricotta
Hmm.
and grated Parmesan cheese.
Wow.
They were just, they're like, oh, this is better than anything. I says, yeah, you can't get this in a restaurant. I'm sorry.
No, no.
You maybe, I don't know. There might be some really great restaurants, but right
Hmm.
now I can't think of any that I'm going to use this, my bowl. And so,
Yeah, I mean this month's box is pretty simple. It was like we said earlier, I in the recent boxes we gave them we was like polenta, risotto, a little more work. So we're going to do a few months of light work is what we're going to do here
oh,
going
good.
into summer. Yeah. So this month is a part of that. a
This,
great
this,
pasta, a great
I
sauce.
mean, if you could read, you could cook, you know.
Yeah.
But if some people say don't put cheese on pasta that has seafood in it,
Well, whatever. Yeah, I know. Do whatever you want to do. That's what
do
I
it,
think.
you know, if that makes you happy, it makes me
You know,
happy.
it's funny that they talk about all these
Rules.
yeah, it's so funny because when you're actually there, and I've of course lived in Italy for years,
Yeah.
there always might I've never heard anyone talk about the cappuccino after 10 thing. They don't
Oh,
care.
yeah, I
They
know.
don't
I
care what
know.
you're doing. They have no interest. And if you really talk to them, which of course I did, they would always say, well, that might be this. And then at the end, they would say, yeah, but at the end of the day, you do whatever you want to do. And I go, yeah, that's right.
Right. Or it maybe in every town it's different, you know.
Right.
I can't I don't think I don't order cappuccino afternoon anyway. It's a to me it's a breakfast
Sure.
coffee. But I can't imagine that people will give you dirty looks if you're drinking a
Yeah.
cappuccino at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean,
Right.
really.
Well, maybe
I,
they did. Maybe that is breakfast. There was a point
yeah,
where I was working the night shift in Rome, and my breakfast came at a different time.
yeah. So I mean, don't be so judgmental.
Right.
Um,
Well,
so
people
okay,
always like to kind of catch you like
I
breaking the
know,
bank. They
right?
want to catch
Like,
you.
okay, so
That
look
looks
how much
amazing.
pasta
Yeah.
that was. That was a
Yeah.
lot of pasta with
Yeah.
the shrimp,
Amazing.
and so you mix these two, and it's gosh, you could feed 8 people with that. And
Yeah. Can you pull that one dish to your right, the farthest from you? To your right, the farthest from you, the blue dish. Yeah, pull
this
that
one
closer to you. Yeah, both of them. Closer to you. So we can see it.
closer
There.
to me.
hmm Yeah, it's out of the view. There we go. There we go.
Okay,
Uh-huh. So we
all
got
right,
because we got the crostini. We got two dishes of crostini and two dishes of pasta. I mean, basically, we
okay.
have dinner for like I don't know how many people there.
I know
Four, six.
Dave is going to take some home.
Yeah, lucky Dave, cameraman. Well, he fell into a real neat gig there, I think.
Well, he lives literally across the street,
I
right?
know.
And
And
whenever I have computer problems, I know who to call.
right.
He's retired now, so
Uh-huh. And
I
you're putting
just
toothpicks in there to keep it all together.
yeah,
Um,
just to keep it together.
yeah,
And
and the other thing too is that when you toast
the bread,
the bread beforehand and you put everything on top and then you bite it and then it goes all over the floor. So there's
it's
that.
going to get soggy. So it doesn't matter if you toast it or not. But
Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't imagine a simpler
yeah,
antipasta, a pasta dish, and then
yeah.
put a green salad on the side.
hmm So
And you,
just to round it out, Marguerite, can you show people the other things that were in the box? There were the licorice candies and the
oh
coffee.
yeah, there's those
We have
licorice candies, just a little black licorice.
yeah,
Okay,
kind of
and they
softish.
came in
hmm
the little purple box. Oh, and this is so cute. I haven't used it yet, but it's the
Yeah,
coffee.
that's
And
great
just
coffee.
yeah, so it's just enough for
hmm
breakfast one morning.
Right. I
And
was thinking of this is a little bit of insider baseball, but I was thinking of putting two of those in there, and I just wasn't sure if they would fit, and then we got big problems. But uh,
uh,
so, anyways,
well, I do have the old-fashioned Italian espresso maker
hmm
that you put the water in on the
milk
bottom,
pot.
put the
hmm
coffee on top, and then
hmm
let it cook, and it simmers and then comes back down through the tube. I
hmm
love those. So I'm going to try that, and that probably make at least two.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so yeah, so we have the coffee and the licorice
hmm
pasta, the arrabbiata, the
Eggplant,
eggplant caponata, and
tomato paste.
and
So
the
yeah,
yeah. So
good.
this is dinner right here, and
Right. And then coffee
I,
and dessert.
if don't tell me you can't cook. If you can't cook this,
I know.
I don't know where your mommy was, but she wasn't helping you in the kitchen. If my
Well,
is
that's why
can,
we're here. We're helping people.
yeah. So and the other thing you could do if you want to is just drizzle a little
Mhm.
olive oil on
Oh, we'll
these,
never hurt anything. Yeah, for sure.
especially Yeah, and please buy a good brand, really good. And when you buy olive oil, please read the
Mhm.
labels and
Mm,
see where the olive oil is coming from. If it's coming from like 8 different countries,
right.
it's like imported olive oil. Yeah, it's coming from,
It's a blend.
it's a blend of,
Right.
you name the country, it's in there.
Hmm.
Except for the Italian ones. So,
Yeah.
not that
Which
I'm
doesn't mean it's
biased.
necessarily bad olive oil. It just means that it should cost less.
Right. And if you think you're buying Italian olive oil, it's not Italian olive
Right.
oil.
So know what you're
It's,
buying.
the Spanish olive oil isn't too bad, but I always go for the
Sure.
Italian. Read the label
Sure.
and it says
Sure.
grown and packed in Italy. So I have
Okay.
that's where my heart is. Okay, so caponata, arrabbiata, learn
With
your
shrimp.
Italian
Hmm. Hmm.
vocabulary, and then um, these are the little
Crostini.
appetizers, yeah,
Hmm.
antipasto,
Hmm.
and you're good.
Yeah. Well, very
Okay,
good. I don't see any questions, so I think we were that great.
everybody's like, oh, I know how to
We
do
were very
that.
good. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
see you next month.
Yeah. See you guys next month.
Okay,
Yeah.
have
Okay.
you have a
Bye.
good week. Have a good
Okay.
month. Take
Bye,
care.
Marguerite.